Hello, I'm Angie George. A man's been charged with murder after the death of an elderly man in Witham in Essex. Emergency services were called to Phillip Road on the 8th of January to a man who had suffered a head injury. 79-year-old Thomas Collier was taken to hospital and later died. 41-year-old Jimmy Collier is due to appear in court on Monday. 6 men have been arrested on suspicion of murder following the death of a man who was seriously assaulted in Kettering. The victim, who was in his 30s, suffered significant injuries to his arm, hands and face when it happened at Springrise Park near Highfield Road on the 10th of January. He died on Thursday this week after having been in a critical condition in hospital. People in our region have been marching to highlight their fears over diminishing women's rights around the world. Hundreds turned out in the centre of Cambridge earlier. It was as part of a series of marches across the UK. Those who attended said they wanted to be a voice for women who were losing theirs.
Oh, I just don't have words for it. The amount of support being shown for our movement is just exponential. It's amazing, and the other cities as well, they've had such a good turnout. It is time for us to make a stand, and I think that this is testament to that.
An appeal to support Peterborough Cathedral has raised nearly £40,000 within its first 5 days. The historic building is facing a critical challenge, and on Monday it launched the Cathedral in Crisis campaign with the aim of raising £300,000 by the end of March. Ways to potentially save money in the future are being considered, like visitor fees or closing on some days. The Cathedral says it's been humbled by the support. An appeal's been made in Suffolk to help protect some of the art that's historically significant to the country. Gainsborough's house in Sudbury is the birthplace of the legendary painter Thomas Gainsborough, and it's now a museum with art on display there. But the team are trying to raise thousands to help protect the art for years to come.
All the paintings that are not on display need to be housed somewhere, and that somewhere need to be meeting all the security and conservation standards. So our art store is the vital room for us. We need to be able, as the curatorial team, to go there and discuss displays, checking the condition of objects.
At the World Indoor Bowls Championships at Potters in Norfolk, Catherine Rednall starts the defence of her women's singles title tomorrow. The 29-year-old from Suffolk takes on Julie Forrest, who she beat in last year's final to claim her 6th world title. She's won it 3 times in a row.
Been playing quite a lot, so yeah, just try and keep up the practice ahead of this and try and keep in good form. But it's all totally different when you get here with the lights on you, with the telly on you. It doesn't really matter how you're playing, it's just all in the moment. I just love getting here. I love my family being up in the crowd. The crowds are full. There's a lot of home support being local as well, so it's just a brilliant atmosphere. I think everyone just loves coming here.
And a World War II veteran from Essex who flew more than 30 missions and survived 2 plane crashes is celebrating his 102nd birthday today. Roy Dane served in the RAF and was stationed at Fulsham in Norfolk. He was one of the first officers to go to Hiroshima in Japan after the atomic bomb was dropped there. Roy still lives alone and does all his own cooking, cleaning, gardening and his online shopping. We met up with him during the week. He's spending today, though, with his family. So a big happy birthday to you. Time for a look at the weather now. Here's Kate.
Good evening. It has been a cold and cloudy day, and conditions don't really change overnight. It stays cloudy and it stays cold. Now, the cloud thick enough in part to produce maybe a little bit of drizzle. If you do get the drizzle, we could get some snow grains with temperatures dropping down to 0, but it should stay largely dry for most. Any mist that develops overnight can be slow to lift on Sunday. It's going to be lifting once again into cloud. It is going to be another largely overcast day tomorrow. Temperatures around 3 or 4 Celsius. So again, it's going to feel very cold. Now, as we head into next week, similar conditions are for Monday, but the temperature perhaps a degree or 2 higher. As we head further through next week, it becomes a little less cold, but it will turn progressively more unsettled as we head towards the end of the week and into the weekend.
Well, that's all from us for now. Don't forget, though, we'll see you again tomorrow evening at around 10 to 6. Until then, have a lovely Saturday night. Bye-bye.